Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Do any of you remember this? How many of you don't even know what it is? We're going to contrast the old and the new today, guys. This is an old premium tank. the Char de Shitness, I believe it's called, AMX CDC. And this particular player is trying to 3-mark his CDC. And I commend him for his bravery to try and play this thing. The old premium tanks. Do you remember, how many of you watching remember the day when this was a regular Tier 8 premium tank that someone would buy, and it had attributes that were better than some of the existing Tech Tree tanks, and it had some attributes that were worse. It doesn't have very much armor, but it had speed and gun depression. It could drive around and poke ridge lines like a billy goat and get there quickly. It had strengths. Its weakness was it was susceptible to HE shots, and just paper thin armor. But it had strengths. And he can't auto-aim here. It's just bounced. He bounced on a Miel. Oh, that's always good. And he shot HE at the Miel, which is a Burask, and actually high roll. Not high roll, but now he got trolled. So he averaged it. He took 2 shots and did 449. That's why you should never load HE there. Now 86. Now he's 3 shots for 500. Don't load HE. It's a waste of time. It really is. There you go, you got it. So that took 4 shots to do 771 damage. That's why you should never load HE. You try and think this game through, you try and make sense of it, but he hit the tracks, so it didn't pen. You might hit the wrong pixel in the heat of the moment. And unless your aim is perfect, unless the target's stationary, any slight variation, HE, you get trolled. But that's besides the point. Look at this. Look at this. Premium ammo. 259 pen. And what's the alpha? 240. It's the old premium text. Now, he's playing it perfectly. He was a little bit aggressive there when he was just fighting a quote-unquote Burask. He could have taken 700 damage from the Burask in 2 shots, but he played it well, so he preserved all his HP. And now he is going to be very careful and try so hard. And that's what he's titled his submission here. I tried so hard, he says. I try so hard in this tank to get my 3rd mark. It's not an easy tank to play. He's saying, defend the base. Why don't you defend the base? You have a shot on the base from there. If anyone gets spotted at the base, and now he can pump a couple more shots in here. It did have some DPM, I guess, guys, and the gun is looking pretty accurate, right? He's got a good crew in there. He's running food. Like Le Baguette, some people called this tank. Le Baguette. And that's, Wargaming said no on that one. I don't know where it went. I thought he let it trigger. There you go. Wargaming said yes on that one. So it's balanced. See, game is balanced. Sometimes Wargaming say yes, sometimes Wargaming say no. So what you complain about? Just this cost over $50 back in the day, guys. And with inflation, what is it in today's dollars? I don't know, like 8 years ago this was $50. What's the equivalent now? 150? Some people bought it. Look at the gun depression, though, eh? See, that's his strength. It's got gun depression. And that was the balance. Gun depression and DPM and speed, but no turret armor. And, in fact, no armor. But now its speed is... there's a lot of tanks can go faster. Even slower tanks that are advertised as being slower can go faster if they have a purple turbo... field modifications that increase engine power so they can get to the speed quicker, crew skills and stuff. So even the speed has been power creeped. Unless you equip that stuff on this so that you keep up with the power creep, right? So isn't this guy doing really well in his baguette? Like, look at him. He knows how to use the bushes. He cannot get spotted, right? He's being so careful, because if he just took one shot, like when he moves up like this, if he takes one shot and gets spotted, they'll snap him back. Modern tanks will snap them back for 500, 600. I will, some tier 8 premiums now, the alpha they have, are 390 times 2 guns. Snap, snap. Because why not? Why not? This is the tank you want. If you have one of the newer premium tanks in the game, or a double-barreled Russian gun or something, this is the tank you want to see on the battlefield. If, for example, you've only loaded 2 HE shells on your double-barreled gun, and you've never fired a double tap, a snap of HE, because you're worried you're going to get trolled. If you see one of these, load the 2 HE shells. And now look, guys, he tried so hard. He's 3,962 damage. But his teams let him down consistently, he says. But watch this. He's not gonna give up. He's gonna try and do the best he can here. He's still spamming APCR like a mofo. Let's see. I thought I saw a tree move there, but that was a figment of my imagination. There. Boom. And oh, the Iron Arnie missed. That's good, because he would have penned everything. And go for the Iron Arnie. Why would you do that? Oh man. Okay, you got him. He wanted to take a hit from. Whoa! Whoa! He missed. Good. It's good that they miss, because every square inch of. He's going to take out the other gun. That's good. Avoid his turret. Oh, you're doing so. No! Don't let him hit you. See, HE shell 634. That's the death of this tank. Nothing you can do, buddy. Oh, can he? Yes! Oh no! Yes! Armor not hit! Oh, it's Russian. It's balance. Russian tank. Tried so hard and got so far. That was his second mark. And I wish you luck, my friend. I hope you hang in there and you eventually get your third mark. And if you get your third mark, send it to me and we'll feature your third mark game, okay? That was Rickfla from the DKW clan. And look at this. He put up as hard a fight as he could. 5,647 damage, 7 kills. Then the obligatory no pen for you on Russian tank, because you did not hit armor. It was Russian. The heavily armored German one, no problem. That was then. This is now. I mean, we're not comparing medium tank to medium tank here or anything, guys. So we're just comparing an old one and a new one. It's not a direct comparison. But boy, the firepower has sure changed. I think when that tank came out, the CDC, there was no double-barreled guns in the game. There was no heavy tanks with 3-shot auto-loader premiums. There was not a lot of other things. But just a contrast in the firepower. I know this is a TD, but I mean 2 shots of 390 damage each, compared to 1 shot of 240. 240 firing fast. You know, it's not. I'm not saying that you shouldn't compare these two, but you know, come on, snap. No need to aim, just poke ridgeline, snap. That is the old game was hard. The new players have it easy. Hey, come on. That's the difference, basically. We just saw that AMX CDC fight for just 7-8 minutes, working so hard, bushing himself and taking the not shooting until he's bushed and getting in the right positions, and aiming at this tank. Take him out before that guy reloads. Shoot the side of this guy. Load HE for the... Just thinking, working as hard as he can. Just to make it work. Right? Versus game start. Snap, snap. Got it. Press 2. Snap, snap. That's the difference now. The World of Tanks. Old and new. These two games kind of epitomize the what has happened to the game, right? The trajectory the game has followed. It has evolved from that first game to snap snap. He didn't snap snap, but he realized he only needed one, so that he could do one. It was the delayed snap a snap. We have 2 circles now, 2 guns, 2 loaders. But it come together quickly, snap snap. I love doing commentary on this tank because of the snap snapping. I better stop snapping around. Okay. Who's going to get snap snap next? But what a difference, eh? Guys, leave some comments. If you've played the game for a long time, if you're a veteran player, they're really... Comment, snap... comment on, you know, the evolution, let's call it. How the game has changed as far as firepower. Because remember, when the CDC came out, it was balanced. It was really good for what it was designed to do. You know, that DPM... let's snap first. DPM and fighting on a ridgeline was very good. Speed was one of the fastest tanks in the game. It wasn't like oh, it's so underwhelming. It was a good. Good players had to play it because it was unforgiving. Didn't have the armor. But it wasn't like a hunk of garbage. It's a hunk of garbage now. It's evolved into a hunk of garbage. You should do a new T-shirt for World of Tanks, starting with a tank, and a different tank, and if like the ape, there's the monkey, and then it slowly and it evolves into a man who's who's the evolution T-shirt, but we'll make a tank, different kinds of tank, and eventually a hunk of garbage. How you evolve in this game from you buy tank and then eventually it becomes a garbage can. Oh well. Can you imagine an AMX CDC fighting one of these? It does now. What is the HE damage on this? If this thing, he's carrying 2 shells here, right? 68 pen, which will easily penetrate the CDC anywhere. In fact, the gun will overmatch every square inch of the CDC's armor. It's a 122 millimeter gun. Snap! I missed that one. It's an overmatch, no matter what pixel he hits on the AMX CDC, right? And the 2 HE shells have 530 damage each, so it's 1,060, which is pretty much all of it. Is it a one shot? He's got two HE shells. In all his ammunition, he only carries 2 for the one game when he loads in and he sees, oh, there's an idiot playing an AMX CDC. When I see him, I'm going to load my 2 HE shells. That's the only reason he's carrying 2 HE shells. He will never fire these 2 HE shells. Stop! He will never fire the 2 HE shells until he comes face to face with an AMX CDC. Or a shit barn. He's done more damage than the CDC did already. Game's not over, but he's already over 4,000. Because let's just say the damage accumulates a little bit faster when you can, you snap. Just move it around like this. Snap. One of them will go in. He's just snap. Yeah, no problem. Did it hit? Oh yeah, it hit. There's an FV40 snap. There's an FV4005. That's what he's got to snap him. See, that would be a 1,000. Over 1,000 on a snap on the ship barn. But it looks like the ship barn's getting taken out by his platoon mate. And now he wants to... Yes, he wants to... Oh, oh he was ready for the snap up the ass. But he should have held it because... Look at that. Snaps up! See, when you play the AMX CDC, you don't laugh. You cry. You go, oh, so hard. Right? You don't laugh. Okay, now let's see if who's gonna win. The 56 TP or Mr. Snap! Oh no! His teammate died. He's got a teammate who died. All his friends. And they just died. What's the Patton doing? Capping? You're a tier 9 for Christ's sakes. Okay, let's do this. One last snap to go, guys. Ooh, snap! Oh, and the guy reset. The Muppet Patton allowed himself to be reset. Don't you feel good that you've been sitting in there this whole time? Sitting in the cap this whole time, so doing nothing so that you could get reset. That was a good strategy. He deserves to be killed now. But Mr. Snap snaps once and game over. The old, the new. The game has evolved. Let me know what you think of that evolution into a hunk of garbage t-shirt. Maybe that would be a good thing there. He got first mark. He aced the tank. Dunless. 7,008. I didn't say his name right. I know. 7,863 damage, 7 kills. And you made almost 250,000 credits because, reasons. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you on the next one.